be shy. How's it hanging? How's it hanging? I see you're a metal fan there, huh? Yeah. What are you doing with that old product, man? You gotta get on that new metal. They're calling it new metal. And this shit kicks like a horse, man. You're gonna hate your middle-class parents in no time. Here, let me get you started out, bro. Some a little on me. We got, Deftones, White Pony. Oh, that's some good shit. We got Linkin Park. Yeah, that's what's up right there. What else I got? What else? We got, I don't know about this, man. This is some heavy shit. Last time I had some of this, my plug laced it. I was in a K-hole for 3 days. But man, if I didn't feel like a god. I gotta go. But hit me up if you ever need. Nu metal. What's there to say about nu metal that hasn't already been said? I don't know. Maybe that it was kind of good. No, hold your horses. I said kind of good. It was mostly bad. It was mostly fucking terrible. Every band that stood out for having a unique sound got ripped off by everybody else around them, and very quickly every shade of nu metal became so derivative of each other. Of course, there were exceptions. You had your tastemakers like Deftones. I can definitely see how these guys were influential in the scene, but at the same time, I can't really think of a band that sounds exactly like Deftones. They're probably my favorite nu metal band at the moment, and it's most likely going to stay that way. I actually own a CD copy of the original release of White Pony. There's no Back to School. Who cares? That song sucks. Slipknot, of course, is one of the biggest metal bands. I would never say that Slipknot was horrible at any point in their career, and I'd say that they're still pretty good today. Especially their first 2 albums. I like those a lot. But nu metal was also home to some of the most lackluster bands of all time. Crazy Town, Alien Ant Farm, Saliva, Godsmack, Soft Penis, one of the first things that comes to most people's minds when they think of nu metal. And of course, Disturbed. I don't think I need to introduce Disturbed because they are one of the most popular bands in modern rock, and that's terrifying. I've heard Disturbed here and there throughout my life and didn't hate it, but also don't really have a very clear memory of it. Aside from some melodies and some moments here and there, I don't think I could really piece together a whole song for you. But don't get me wrong, I was into some nu metal as a younger, fat version of myself. I loved Linkin Park, and I sucked my own dick to some RATM. See, my middle school was all about the acronym bands. MCR, PTV, BMTH, ADTR, FOB, PTD... RR, who so blatantly ripped off Slint to speak out against socialized medicine, that fucking bastard. Bands that fell more into the emo scene, bro. Just a little bit of nu metal on top. I listened to some nu metal as I got older. I like some bands, but most of it is not for me. Especially Disturbed, the ugliest hodgepodge of all of their contemporaries. These guys bleed Linkin Park and Korn for me at a gushing pace, and complete with terrible lyrics. I mean, their biggest hit since this album came out wasn't even written by them. Nobody cares what Disturbed has to say anymore. But I guess I should bite my tongue. I mean, they are still hugely successful, but I'm just not really sure who's responsible for that. I can't really think of anybody that I went to school with growing up who listened heavily to Disturbed, and I can't think of anybody now who would actively seek out Disturbed. But one day, my friend Ian and I were in the car, and he played a Disturbed song that he said he hadn't heard in a while. And it was so bad. Way worse than I remember. I do remember hearing it when I was younger, and I'm pretty sure I liked it, but hearing it now, I can safely say that is not the case. Let's look into that. Now, the riff is the textbook definition of generic. It's just 2 power chords with these really freaky sounding synthesizers that sound like shit in a horrible groove. It's basically a really bad Korn type beat. That's all I really got for the riff. It's just honestly really forgettable in a not cool way. Not that there's a cool way to be forgettable. On to the lyrics. So the song is supposedly about lead singer David Draymond experiencing discrimination from his Latina girlfriend's parents because they didn't like that she was dating a white guy. I couldn't find a quote or a video or anything online that confirms this, so if that's not the case, I'm terribly sorry in advance. But if that is true, that's beautiful. Because this song is not about that. He's definitely mad, but that doesn't sound like that's the reason why he's mad. Let's look into that. Yeah, bringing you another disturbing creation from the mind of one sick animal who can't tell the difference and gets stupefied. Another disturbing creation? This was your first single. And the difference between what? A disturbing creation and a non-disturbing creation? You already gave it the title of being disturbing. Your name is Disturbed. Do you not know yourself? So on we go into the first verse. And before I begin, I'd like to make a remark here. The vocal lead on this verse might be the worst part of this song. It is by far one of the worst sounds I've ever heard constructed for my ears to witness. It is one of the most garbage ideas all across of heavy music. From the 60s to this day, it is one of the worst vocal ideas anyone has ever had. It is bad. It is terrible. But on to the lyrics. I've been waiting my whole life for just one fuck, and all I needed was just one fuck. How can you say that you don't give a fuck? I find myself stupefied, coming back again. So what I gather from this is he's just trying to fuck, and she doesn't want to, and he feels dumb for going back to her every time he gets lonely, because that bitch ain't even putting out. All I wanted was just one fuck. One tiny little innocent fuck. And when I feel like I'm shit out of luck, I find myself stupefied, coming back again. Okay, so at this point, it literally just sounds like an incel. He acts like there's no emotional weight coming from either side when it comes to sex. He's fucking horny, and he's busting your hymen no matter what. Although at this point in his life, he was almost age 30. I doubt there was a whole lot of hymen to bust around. Sorry, pal. Why do you like playing around with my narrow scope of reality? It's like, all he knows is fucking, so just let him fuck, please! I can feel it all start slipping away. I think I'm breaking down. Is he about to have a mental breakdown because he's not getting any? And he's announcing it? Don't fucking go to school tomorrow, kids! See, but I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we could put it on credit? Like, oh, you won't fuck me now, but eventually you're gonna have to pay your dues, you stupid bitch. Don't you think it can take control when I don't let it? Don't you? No. No, I don't. You're not saying you're trying not to let it. You're saying you are actively not letting it take control. So no, I do not think that it can take control when you are not letting it take control. But I guess he's just trying to say he's powerless to how horny he is, which I think we've already established. The chorus just kind of repeats itself 2 times. So far, we're a verse, a pre-chorus, and a chorus through this song, and there is no mention of discrimination, but just you wait. Because Disturbed, David and company are about to drop the hottest political commentary that the Bush era had to offer. All the people in the right wing, fuck. And all the people in the left wing, fuck. And all the people in the underground, fuck. I find myself stupefied, coming back again. Oh, goddammit, everybody's fucking. The liberals, the conservatives, the underground mole people, and I don't fall into any of those categories. All the people in the high-rise, fuck. And all the people in the projects, fuck. And all La Gente? In the barrio? Fuck? I find myself stupefied, coming back again. What exactly are you coming back to? Before, it was this girl. Now what are you coming back to? The high-rise? The projects? The barrio? So, doing extensive research led me to find out that La Gente translates to the people, and barrio, I really hope I'm saying that correctly, translates to neighborhood. And it's funny, because if he just said this in English, it would have fit so much better in the song, but I think he's trying to loosely tie to his Latina girlfriend, which is a completely failed attempt. But I mean, I could be completely wrong, I don't know, who has a better explanation? Doesn't make sense anyway. So, another chorus happens, bridge, and an outro, and that's it. There's not a whole lot of new lyrics outside of the chorus. But the ones that remain somehow manage to be some of the worst in the entire song. Let's look at that. So, after the second chorus, we go into this bridge with these very mystical-sounding instrumental. David Draymond then bellows out this ugly nonsense word, T-fuckhead. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean anything. And let me tell you, this is no pompatus of love. This sounds really goofy. And it's all just really boring and dumb. Not even funny in a dumb way, it's just dumb. But then we get into the hardest, heaviest part of the song, the rape breakdown. The rape down, if you will. Oh man, my blood is pumping, the guitars come chugging in. Don't deny me. Yes, that's right. Our lead singer then goes on to vocalize, don't deny me. No, baby, now, don't deny me. And darling, don't be afraid. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just straight up rape. Don't deny me? Don't be afraid? Why would I need to be afraid? Pretty sure this guy's trying to rape somebody. Now, from what I can tell, David Draymond seems to be a pretty level-headed guy.
Got up and his back was turned to me and I ran up to him and pushed him out the window.
And he responds well to critics.
You see, they went ahead and they flashed our
The
video.
one guy won't need the black
video
makeup,
that
he'll
they
have a
viewed
permanent
on
black
their
eye.
network. So, yeah, we're a little mad. And no problem saying it. Next time we see them, they're going to feel exactly how mad we are.
So, I hope he takes this video as more of a point in his career that hopefully he's matured from since then. At age 30. Talk about a late bloomer. In conclusion, this song is terrible. Thank you guys for watching. I'd like to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors. It is Mr. Frank Tisek Zambo with the book The Profession of an Architect for Kids. A great book for any child that is interested in the art. I will have an Amazon link below. And he's working on his next book, Snowy White Winters, a Christmas book for kiddies. It's kids, actually. And that's all I have for you today, people. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in once again. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Snapchat, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I need it. I need new metal. New metal. Ah! Ah! New metal. New metal. New metal. Can I handle it this time? I guess that's all I got. What have I become? No! No! I need it. I need it. What day is it? What kind of metal are you on, dude?
Metal, bruh. Nah, bruh. I'm off a bar on some ignorant shit, bruh.
A bar? What are you talking about?
Xanarchy, bruh. Total Xanarchy, bruh.